Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually visiting the salon to get my hair straightened, and I don't do this often. I usually straighten my hair about once every year to year and a half just to get a nice full trim and also to see how my hair journey is going. So I figured it'd be fun to have you guys tag along with me today. So as you can see, my stylist, her name is Eden of Styles by Eden, and I've been going to her for about 3 years now. What she's doing is just a light detangling session before she actually washes my hair. And I have a whole routine that I do when I know I'm going to be going to the salon. And a part of that routine is just detangling my hair extremely thoroughly so that when I get to the salon, my stylist doesn't have to commit to the hours that I do when I detangle my hair. So after she does that light detangling session, she goes ahead and moves on to shampooing my hair. Before this appointment, I hadn't shampooed my hair for about 3 weeks. So she did end up shampooing my hair 3 times just to make sure all the buildup and product residue was out of my hair. And I really appreciated that because in order to have straight hair that lasts, you want to get all the buildup out. So after shampooing my hair, she moves on to using a rinse out conditioner so that she can do a full detangling session, which is a little bit more thorough than the light detangling session that she did earlier at the very beginning of the appointment. And after we detangle my hair, I also do get a deep conditioning treatment. I always get a deep conditioning treatment before I straighten my hair, where I sit under the dryer for about 35 to 40 minutes and let the deep conditioner penetrate my hair, and Eden will rinse that with cool water. So as you can see, she's very gentle when she's detangling my hair. Even though she's using a paddle brush, always starts from the ends of my hair and works her way up slowly. And whenever she hits a knot, she stops and takes care of that before she moves on to the rest of my hair. And here's what my hair looks like fully detangled. It really helps with me detangling before I get to the salon, but Eden does a great job of being gentle, like I said. So after I deep condition and Eden rinses that out with cold water, we go ahead and go into the styling process. And the way that I like to stretch my hair before I straighten isn't by using a blow dryer because it just tangles my hair, it breaks my hair off, and it causes more direct heat than necessary. So I use what's called tension rollers. And Eden first introduced me to these when I first started going to her, and ever since I have been hooked. So basically what she does is she'll just wet my hair down with water just to make it a little bit more easier to work with and more pliable. Then she'll part my hair into a 1 to 2 inch section, and then she'll just detangle that section with a brush and a fine-tooth comb just to make sure everything is smooth and completely free of knots and tangles, because this is going to be the base for me straightening my hair, and we want to get it as smooth and tangle free as possible. And so after she detangles that section, she's going to take the tension roller, and it has fine little teeth on the roller. So as she pulls it through my hair, it also helps to smooth it out and comb it a little bit. And she's just going to secure the roller into my hair and use a pin that secures the roller from root to tip. And it just helps with keeping the tension on my hair so that as I sit under the dryer and my hair dries, it molds to the shape of the roller in a stretched out state. So basically, I'm able to stretch my hair using indirect heat from the dryer instead of applying the direct heat of a blow dryer and a paddle brush onto my hair, if that makes sense. So as you can see, she just goes around my whole head and parts it into 1 to 2 inch sections and applies the rollers to each section. And like I said before, I really prefer this over blow drying my hair because it just saves my hair stress and it just really helps with length retention. I'll usually sit under the dryer for about 1.5 to 2 hours with these rollers because my hair is pretty long and it's wrapped on itself. It does take a little bit more time than it would to blow dry your hair, but the end result is worth it because pretty much all the effort is done with the roller. Like, you don't even have to use that much heat to straighten. And I find for me that my hair is much more sleek when I stretch my hair with the rollers as opposed to the blow dryer, because the blow dryer can kind of make my hair a little bit frizzy and all over the place, and the rollers set my hair in one direction. Here's what the final result of my hair looks like. I kind of like to joke and say I look like an auntie with this hairstyle, but like I said, it's worth it because my hair is healthy, and that's the most important thing, right? So after 2 hours of sitting under the dryer, I'm finally ready to take the rollers out. And as you can see, even with Eden only applying water to my hair, it's super shiny, super smooth and pretty much all the way stretched out just from the rollers. And so she'll go through and remove the pins and then just twirl my hair on her finger just to keep the curl. Now, if you do use tension rollers, you can definitely just keep your hair like this and keep the curls and just separate from this point. But I do like to get my hair straightened so that I can get a nice full all over trim. So after Eden pulls out all of the rollers, we're going to go ahead and go into the straightening process. But honestly, I just love how thick and full my hair looks at this point. I remember the first time I got this done, my husband joked and said I look like Penny Proud, but I mean, I guess he's right. But yeah, I kind of do like Penny Proud, just a little bit. But here is my hair with all of the rollers completely taken out. And like I said, your hair is really, really shiny because you don't lose any moisture with the blow dryer. So now Eden's going to go ahead and go into the straightening process, and she's just going to get those baby hairs in the back with a small flat iron. And she usually just takes a pretty large section. Like I said, the roller did the majority of the work with stretching my hair. So she takes about 1 to 2 inch sections again, and then she uses a large flat iron on my hair because it is a little bit longer. And she'll just detangle the section just to make sure there aren't any tangles so that it's easy when she tries to pass the flat iron through. And I did need a trim, so she kind of ran the flat iron over my ends just to get them all in sync before she ran the flat iron over the entire length of my hair. And we did apply a heat protectant before we did the straightening. So if you see any steam, that's just the heat protectant reacting with the heat of the flat iron. And then we move into the straightening process, the best part. And so, like I said, because the rollers did the majority of the work, we just do a few passes at the roots and then one pass throughout the length of my hair, and my hair is completely straight. So when you're visiting a salon, especially as a curly girl or a natural girl, the importance of communication is key. Like that is a major, major factor into what a good stylist is. And I love Eden because she's very patient and she listens exactly to what you say you want. So whenever I go to the salon, my main goal is the health of my hair and length retention. Like I'll pass up bone straight hair over healthy hair once I'm ready to wash my hair after I'm done with the style. I hate when stylists just style your hair and don't protect the integrity of your hair. And Eden is definitely a stylist that cares about the integrity of your hair. So when I communicate to her about heat protectants and wanting to not have heat damage, she's very open to that communication. She always applies heat protectant when I ask, and if I need a little bit more, she'll do that as well. I've also gotten to the stage where I've let her know how fine my hair is and that it can't really take a lot of heat. So it helps out that she has the tension roller method. So if there are things that are important to you in your hair, make sure your stylist knows those factors because you're the person who has to live with your hair after that visit. It's also important that you're seeing a stylist who specializes in the goals that you have for your hair. And the way that you can ensure you have a stylist who is going to work with you is by getting recommendations from those who have already accomplished the goals that you have for yourself. So I'm just going to speed up the footage here, basically just letting you guys see the rest of the process. It always amazes me after I haven't gone a while without straightening my hair. Like I said, prior to this, it had been a year and a half since I straightened my hair, and it grew a ton. And I really attribute the fact that I don't use a lot of heat to why my hair is able to retain so much length. So here is the final result. You'll be able to see a better view right here. So I did need a trim. I've been trying to grow out my crown because I chopped off a lot of the crown about half a year ago, probably about 8 months ago. And so here Eden's just evening my crown out with the rest of my hair. And my crown actually grew back quite quickly. It was definitely not this long a couple of months ago. So I ended up getting a trim of about 1 to 2 inches, just depending on where the length of my hair fell. But I really like that she always asks how much I want trimmed. And in this situation, she actually took a picture of my hair and showed me how my ends fell and then told me to just tell her where I wanted her to trim my hair. And I just told her to go ahead and even it out. But I like that there's like no judgment when it comes to trimming. Like if I wanted to have uneven hair and keep my length, even though that's not the healthiest option, she would do it just because she's that type of stylist. She'll do what you ask her to, not what she thinks, should be done to your hair. So I appreciate that. And here she's just evening out the rest of the length of my hair with my ends, because I do have some shorter layers in the top area of my hair, and she's just making sure she gets those as well, gets any split ends. But yeah, the key to healthy hair is trimming, so make sure you never ever skip the trim. Damaged ends can't repair themselves, so the best thing you can do if you have split ends or just fried ends is to cut them off so the rest of your hair can flourish. Here is the final result. I went from my hair being right above my butt to healthy mid-back length hair. If you guys have any questions about my visit, just let me know in the comments, and I'll have Eden's information linked below. But in the meantime, make sure you check out my previous videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!